They create worlds from thin air. They tell stories in silence. I'm talking, of course, about mimes. And the man considered the most famous mime in history was not only a world-renowned performer, but also saved children from the Nazis during World War II. That man was Marcel Marceau.
Marcel Marceau is probably the most iconic image of mime.
And that's Sean Wen.
Hi.
She's the author of A 20-Minute Silence Followed by Applause, a book about Marceau's life.
The way that we picture a mime is someone who performs without speaking. And a lot of this has to do with Marcel Marceau. He really influenced a lot of our visual culture. Michael Jackson's Moonwalk is modeled after his Walking Against the Wind. He performed up until his death in 2007, and he toured the world over and over again.
Before his legacy as a mime, Marceau was a young boy in France. It was here he would find his hero in the movies.
His inspiration was Charlie Chaplin. His humor, his use of physicality. Even from a young age, Marceau displayed this kind of like uncanny physical gift.
However, in May of 1940, Marceau's life would change forever.
Marceau was 16 years old when Germany marched on France, and his childhood ended all at once. Marceau's father died in Auschwitz, and both he and his brother were very much involved in the war effort against the Nazis.
And it was Marceau's skills as a performer that made him a unique asset.
There's a story about Marcel Marceau saving a group of children from an orphanage. He dressed them up as campers and he would walk them into safety in Switzerland. He was doing mimicry and he was acting, and essentially he was entertaining them to the point where they could pretend as if they were going on vacation rather than, fleeing for their lives. Another story was that he was encountering a large group of 30 German soldiers. And in that moment, he pretended that he was actually at the front of a large group of French soldiers, and they actually surrendered to him. It seems as if this natural knack for acting ended up becoming a part of his involvement in the war effort. It's been described that he wasn't just miming because he loved mime. During the war, he was miming for his life.
In many ways, Marceau's wartime experience would shape his life's work.
He spent his life circling the world over and over again, telling these stories through his body in a way that defied language. There's something about that almost seems like an effort to bring the world back together, doing something that anyone, regardless of language or nationality, can understand just by looking at him.